Hey guys, my name is Boris and I'm a 6th semester computer engineering student at the Technical University of Berlin. And on this channel I want to talk about things that I've learned and might bring you value, general educational topics and perhaps a few lifestyle videos. I want to make a little series where I document my bachelor thesis, and I will make a future video in which I go into detail what my thesis is, but for now I can tell you it involves a little robot. This little TurtleBot, and I thought it would be interesting and funny to show you how I built this little guy up. Starting with the little unboxing session, the beginning is very relaxed, but later on I will do some stupid stuff. I obviously start by sorting out my little components to have a better access to them later on. Then we get to assembling the so-called waffle plates, which will be our different layers stacked above one another. It's straightforward. Take the plates, stick them together and insert the little bolts from above. Just pay attention with the second layer, because the bolts are inserted from the bottom side, not from the top like the others, to prevent scratching the battery later on. And with a little magic, we are done with the 4 layers. Okay, starting with the first layer, we need to assemble this little ball caster right here and find the right slots for the bolts. They are pretty tiny. And it is important to find the correct bolts, otherwise you will have to try 3 different bolts and find the correct one. But after that, after we've found the holes, we can tighten it up. Almost done. And now let me show you guys how, no, that's not a good start. Okay. Continuing, again something straightforward, just assembling those little pillars that will be the plate supports. Okay, I don't know why I let that footage in for so long, but it is an intense procedure. Oh wow, look, that's actually decent. Okay. Next up are those little L-shaped brackets. It should eventually look something like this. They will be used to hold the battery in place. Here we don't even need to screw anything in. We have those little plastic clips, clip-in things that, well, they just clip in when pressed in. Now here you should be able to see it again, but pay attention to this little guy. This one has to be above the ball caster. The instructions don't really illustrate that so well. And now the tires. just squish the tires into the wheel, like somehow. And let me show, no, yeah, okay, yeah, here it is. It's a tire. And those tires will be assembled onto the motors. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Okay, nope, we cannot. But we can continue with screwing the tires to the motors with our little magical magnetic screwer. Then we realize that it's too dark, get up, wobble around, and eventually continue. Now, tires and motors, check. Now we have to mount both onto the first layer. And again, let's see how it looks. Ah, okay, great, that actually looks good. Okay, now to wire these bad boys up, we'll just plug in the wiring. See how nicely the battery fits in? Now we are on to the next layer, again assembling the plate supports. Next, the PCB supports, which are something like adjustable rails. You can see it here how it should look. There also is a little cable passage, and keep this one in mind. And this is how it should look. But this is also where the suffering begins, because someone ignored the instructions. I started clipping in the PCB, so nothing special. Then I wanted to mount the second layer on top, but first I had to pull through the motor wiring. Annoying, but nothing bad. Then came the wiring for the battery. This is where it began. It wouldn't fit beneath the PCB, so I removed it. But then the battery extension cable would not fit through because of the PCB support rails. So again, loosening the rail, then pulling through the extension cable and tightening the rail back up. So, as genius as I am, I thought, great, this should work, without testing if the PCB would still fit. I mounted the second layer to the first. Then I wanted to clip the PCB back into place, and guess what? Yeah, it didn't fit. So the party started again, removing the second layer from the first, loosening the rail, moving it into place, tightening it back up and assembling the second layer back onto the first one. And hooray, it all finally works out. Except, yeah, okay, of course, except when I again try to show it to you. Great. Okay, that was enough for today. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I will soon upload part 2. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!